Hello mga kabandings! Mommy Wow is back! We are now on our second episode of this Mother's Day special, Bonding with Mommy Wow. Once again, I am with my Onika Iha, who is here tonight with us. And this time, she is the one who is going to be asking questions to me. And I don't know how to answer them, but we shall see. But before we do that, I would like to thank
my sponsors.
My sponsors, no, not sponsors, but I would like to thank her for the orchids and also my hubby for the orchids as a gift and another gift and more gifts from her. And also I want to thank Clarita Perez for this beautiful flower that she gave me on this day. Thank you, Clar. You really made my day today. And this is another orchids that I got from my hubby. Ano yan? Nutrients yan. Ng ano, it will give nutrients to the plant.
Broken eggshells.
It will provide nutrients to the to the orchids.
Happy Mother's Day to all mothers, and also Happy Teacher Appreciation Day to my one and only mother.
And her teacher.
Of life.
Yeah, still teaching. Still teaching.
Okay, so my questions come from this book, which I have given to her as a Mother's Day gift, because there's a lot of questions in here, and she's gonna write answers and then give it to me so I can read it and learn it and all of this stuff. I don't know if she'll actually do it. I hope she does. I've been asking her to make me a cookbook for like 5 years and she still won't do it. So, but maybe she'll at least answer this.
Oh, there's always YouTube. People will provide you with all the recipes.
But I want a cookbook from my mother.
Okay, in the future, when I retire,
but
I'll
this
start writing.
Says, your mother's story, Mom. I want to know everything about you. Give this book to your mother, Anita, to fill out and return back to you, me, Vera.
Give me a year and I will complete that in a year.
Okay.
Yeah. Tagalog na lang para lahat makakaintindi.
Tagalog.
Ako na mag-English na. Baka sabihin nila, hindi na tayo marunong mag-Tagalog o Bisaya, di ba? Bisaya naman ito. Ako din Bisaya. Pwede ko namang i-interpret. Tagalogin na natin para magkaintindihan tayo lahat.
Marunong naman talaga mag-Tagalog. At saka pag kauban na mo, ako ang mga pamilya sa Digos, mas sayon mo Bisaya. Kay murag, manatural na lang siya ba? Pero labi na dire, labi na kani mag-in-English pod, ang lalaki sa taas, in-English ra pod, dali ra kayo mong in-English, lisod kayo mag-exchange. Tapos, so natural jud ko mag-Binisaya, labi na pag naami sa mga Filipino parties, tanan, nag-Bisaya, nag-Tagalog, like I can just join in. Pero kanang magbasa og in-English, mo translate, like, I can translate Bisaya to English really well, pero ang English to Tagalog or English to Bisaya, lisod kayo kay, wala man jud ko I never went through reading. Ang ako ara kay comprehension. Pag-istorya, kay ako ang how I learned how to speak is kanang, bata ra jud kaayo ko niya, tanan around me, nag-istorya ra Bisaya, nagkatuon ra ko, kay I had to, like, I had to in order to communicate. Pero pagbasa, like, I remember even when I was in Cortejo, like, akong Filipino was always,
Ateneo.
Yeah, especially at Ateneo, akong Filipino grade was like the lowest, kay I really could not comprehend or like translate.
Usa ka butang.
Okay. See, like, kanang mga deep jud na Bisaya, oh my god, I really don't know. I always have to ask Angelo or Mom to translate. Unsa ang isa ka butang tungod sa atong pamilya na you think kinahanglan nako makabalo ron?
Unsa na? You just read it in English. Translation, hindi ko maintindihan.
What is one thing I don't know about our family? So like either our family like dad or like our Candia family, you think I should know now?
Ang isa ka butang na kinahanglan nimo may balan karon about sa atong pamilya, ilabi na sa Candia family sa Digos is talagang yung pagkabungangera. Ay, alam mo naman yun, di ba?
Yeah. Mga bungangera, yung mga tito-tito na.
Pamilya namin yan eh. Wala naman, alam mo naman lahat na siguro.
Alam ko na lahat.
Kabalo na katanan.
I guess.
Wala namang sekreto na dyan. Kasi you spend time with them.
Murag, wala na po sikreto kaayo kay...
Wala na, kasi you are communicating with your cousins every day and...
Well, aaman jud siya, ginasikreto sa ako sa una, like when I was in high school. Pero pag abot na ako sa college, naanak ko'y mga, jud ko'y learn from like past years na iyahang wala ginaingon sa ako, kay bata pa man ko, or something like that. So, this is the message that I know all the secrets.
Yeah.
What rules or chores did your parents give you that you swore you'd never give me, your own child?
Ang ma-remember ko na chore nung lumalaki kami, ako talaga yung tagalampaso. Tagalampaso, taas, sa hagdanan, dito sa taas. Ako tagalampaso muna, akong bagtak. Basta yung dakuha kasi giglampaso. Hindi mo naman magawa yun dito kasi wala naman tayong lampasuhin dito kasi puro naman lahat mga electronics na eh. So,
tapos kahit mga chores, ginagawa ko naman din.
Yeah, I mean, trabaho. Kanya-kanya kaming chores. 8 kami, kanya-kanya kaming chores na binibigay sa amin. Yung sa akin, yun talagang tagalampaso.
Kahit na dun tayo sa Pilipinas, even pag, I mean, nung bata pa ako, like 4 or 5, hindi naman talaga ako naglilinis. Pero nung pagbalik natin, nakasama ka, hindi na uso maglampaso.
No, doon sa harapan, sa bahay ni Lola mo. Yeah, they do, naglalampaso sila, kaya masino-sino ka ito lang sa loob.
What mistake did you make that you'd never want your children to repeat?
I never made any mistake.
Weh! Di nga. Sige nga, tawagin ko nga si Lord. Loko, sinungaling.
Okay, cut ko na lang.
Being a mistake doesn't mean like, oh, you did drugs.
Okay, yung paglalasing, yun.
Oh.
But I don't think it's a mistake. Kasi pag nalasing ka na, kung minsan,
well, is this like paglalasing out? Or like paglalasing sa kasi, you guys want to know something? Nung bata pa ako, I remember this very distinctly. I remember this very distinctly. So, nung 4, actually, I don't know my age. Bata ako, dito pa may sa Pilipinas nagpuyo.
No, that wasn't 4 then. You were about 7.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know my age. 7 or 8. I was a tiny little thing. So, nasa, like, first floor of our room. And naadjug ko'y memory, waking up, hearing all my mom and her friends, yung mga Tita Jenny, Tita Chich, yung group talaga niya. I just remember Tita Jenny, Tita Chich. There were other people. I think maybe Tita Torres was there.
Yeah. Daddy Jingle.
Yeah, Daddy Jingle was there. I remember that. Yeah. Napukaw ko tungod sa ilang katawa. Yan. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Yeah. Silang tanan. Yeah, she's taking me back to sleep. And then I remember seeing the glasses. And I know I remember that because as I started getting older, that would be that was my memory of like, oh, that's alcohol. Oh, that's drinking. That was like, as I learned, I would constantly remember that like, oh, I remember that one time mom woke me up drinking with her friends.
So yun. Or I never did drugs, so.
Oh, I could be the biggest brat when.
I never remember that you were a brat, especially with me. Maybe baka sa ama mo pa. Pero, yung masuko lang sa unang panahon, kung dili ka tugutan na mo going out with your friends. We never had that thing that we yell at each other, you know, sigaw-sigawan or ganyan.
I would just walk away and then I would get yelled at for walking away.
Yeah. So, because back talking is a no-no. I remember ko nung nasa Pilipinas pa kami, ewan ko, ano ba yung nasa sasakyan tayo eh. Tapos, you said something. Tapos, lumipad itong kamay ko sa likod talaga. I was sitting in the front of the car. And she was sitting at the back, I guess, with her yaya or somebody. And then, sa Pilipinas ba yun? Tapos, sumagot sa akin, kaya itong kamay ko lumipad talaga sa bibig niya. You don't dare. Ewan ko kung na-remember pa niya. But that was the first time and the last time na sumagot siya sa akin. Until then, wala na.
Di na lang ako
kasi when I say no.
Pero kung alis ako, yells at me for walking away.
You don't walk away until I'm done talking to you.
Well, I'm done. What was one thing you wish you knew before becoming a mother? To me.
Okay.
You wish you knew before becoming a mother?
I wish I had known before becoming a mother is, yung parenting naman, it comes naturally pag nandyan na yung anak mo. Hindi mo yan ipaplano na ganito yung gagawin ko pag nagkaanak na ako or dapat ganito, ganyan. It just comes and then you deal with it pag dumating na yung sitwasyon. And like I said, like how to be a better parent, I guess.
What do you think is my best personality trait and who do I get it from?
Generosity. From me. Yes.
Okay. What is my worst personality trait?
Hard-headedness.
Who do I get it from?
From me. Sa kasama niya. Kasi pareho kaming matigas ulo.
How did you feel the first time you saw me after giving birth?
Speechless. Because I waited for you for about 5 years. God has given you as the most precious gift in my life. And that's up to now.
Well, just building.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
I waited about 5 years. Kasi mahirap talaga akong magbuntis. Kaya I had to go through what they called an artificial insemination. We had to go through the fertility cycle. We had to see a specialist. And that was the first time. AI, which is artificial insemination. It wasn't easy. I had to inject myself every night, 2 or 3 shots every night for about 2 to 3 weeks just to get pregnant, because I am not one of those lucky women that just, you know, malakaran lang, buntis na. Ako, naku po, talagang it took about 5 years. Finally, I remember it was December 16.
Oh, I didn't know that.
1997, when I got the news that we were pregnant, and that was it. August 22nd, here she is, and now she's 22. Right. That was the journey of my pregnancy. How are we most different? Magkaiba tayo when it comes to saving money. Yeah, because she likes to spend. I like to spend, but I save more than I spend. She spends more than she saves. So
I spend more than I earn.
She spends more than she earns, which is a very bad habit.
It's a very bad habit. I am trying to get my life together, friends.
But I'm just glad that soon she will be on track again. She will be zero debt.
What have you always tried to protect me from?
From the guys, from the boys, because alam mo, alam nyo ba? I'm sure alam nyo. Dito, karamihan ng mga boys dito, they only want one thing. And then pagkatapos ng one thing na yan, iba na naman. Alam nyo na ibig ko sabihin. Kasi ayoko siyang masaktan. Kasi pag nasaktan siya, nasasaktan din ako. Lalabas yung pagka-monster mother ko. Kaya, yun.
What have you always wanted to ask me but never did?
Are you still a virgin? What is that?
She's asked me that before. Describe our relationship in your own words.
Yung relationship namin parang natural disaster.
That's so funny because it's true.
It is true. Yeah.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tornado.
Peace, and then tornado, and then peace na naman, and then tsunami. Yun ang relationship namin. Whatever decisions she makes, she has to deal with the consequence. I'm just here supporting behind her. Whether I like her decision or not, I will say what I want to say. But at the end of the day, support lang. As a mother or as a parent, when our child or children becomes an adult, it is really difficult to offer unsolicited advice. Yeah. Because unsolicited advice, it is actually more for the person who is advising. The benefit of it is actually more of the person who is advising than the person that you are being advised. When you offer unsolicited advice on an adult...
What is unsolicited advice?
unsolicited advice is yung advice na binibigay mo na hindi naman hinihingi.
Yeah.
Okay? Kasi I think it's also part of our culture as a Filipino na feel natin kasi we are the parent na kahit adult na yung anak natin, we still have to like ipapugos pa rin natin yung mga decisions natin. No, they are an adult, they make mistakes, just like we make mistakes when we were children, we turn an adult, and then we did not listen to our parents. Yung mga advice na hindi naman hinihingi, parang nakakasira lang yan sa relasyon ninyong mag-ina or it could be friends.
Kasi a lot of times, pag may sinasabi ka advice, either ayaw muna nilang pakinggan yung sinasabi mo, or, you know, they've made up their mind, alam nila kung anong gagawin nila, tapos pag may sinasabi ka na ayaw nilang gawin, it'll cause rebellion, or magagalit lang sila sa'yo, or magagalit ka lang sa kanila kasi hindi sila nakikinig, tapos it just makes everything worse.
And then you lose your peace. And pag if you lose your peace, wala na, hindi ka na makatulog, na-stress ka na. Kaya, one thing na I'm trying to really force myself to do now is really to stop giving unsolicited advice to her, anybody.
But then I do ask for advice sometimes.
Right. I'm not saying you're not asking, but unsolicited advice is very harmful to your relationship.
Random ka na lang sumasabi na, hindi, ito kailangan gawin more. Hindi, ito yung parang ganyan ba na, hindi naman sila nagtatanong. Or yung din sinabi mo na, parang pumupugos yung mga magulang kung anong gusto nila sa anak nila. Tapos, ayaw naman ng anak nila.
At saka hindi lang din yan applicable sa magulang, between parents and children. It is also applicable to your friends. At saka din sa, you know, yung boyfriend or fiancé or in any type of relationship.
I need to stop giving unsolicited advice to my fiancé.
We need to start.
Saka, last thing is, pag kinakausap ka, and they're just talking to, you know, venting, a lot of times, ang kailangan lang ng mga tao is someone to listen. So, pag ang priority mo, like, if I'm telling you something that's going on, and all you're saying is, well, you should do this instead. Go here, or whatever. Stop talking to them, or something. And it's like, no, you stop talking and listen to me. You know, parang ganyan, parang ang feeling ng nagkakausap is that hindi sila
pinakikinggan.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's the other thing also that I'm trying to, you know, to reprogram my mind is just to be a better listener than talker.
Yes.
Yes.
What was the one thing I gave or give you that others cannot?
As my daughter, your love. Nobody else can give me you.
Not even Hoki or KB. When or what time were you the proudest of me?
Now, because you are taking care of your dad. And you are sacrificing a lot just to be able to take care of him.
Okay, I got one. One of our most special moments as mother and child.
Dami. Ang dami-dami talaga. Ang dami-dami. But
what's really funny, I do have videos of it, I just need to find them, is my dad, he has these like specific memories, like stories that, it's like the same 5 stories that he specifically remembers of me and him. And my dad has a really good long-term memory, kaso yung short-term memory now, like what happened last week, he can't really remember as good. But like what I was doing 20 years ago, he can tell you what I was wearing, and his like favorite stories, pulling me down the hall in the little red wagon and yelling at me because I was messing in the powder room. Like, I know these stories now because he's told them to me so many times. Ito, walang matatandaan.
No, I cannot really remember a whole lot kasi nung nasa Pilipinas tayo, I was so busy doing other things and you were always with your yaya.
What about while we were in Chicago?
Oh, playing in the snow, taking you to the park and swinging you back and forth. Yeah, that would be good. That would be one. Like I always take you to the park on the weekend And then, you know, mommy swing. Okay, then it's a swing or it's a slide. Yeah. Yeah, that I can remember.
What was your biggest helper as a mom?
Or maybe my mother would have a big influence on it. Yeah, that would be.
What is something we haven't gotten to do together that you want to do?
Travel to Europe, of course. Yeah. We were supposed to go last year. It was canceled.
Okay, describe me in 3 words.
3 words. Hard-headed, like me. Diba? Oh. Smart, like me. And generous, like me. And
walang hiya, like her.
And more positive adjectives that I can describe, but she only said 3.
I'm gonna ask her the same questions. This is what I should have done earlier, or one or many things, I don't really care, that I could have done differently as your daughter. Mahirap, no?
Mahirap.
Tinanong niya na sa akin to.
I wish you would listen more. But still, I'm very proud of her. She's 22, graduated college with 0 debt. She worked very hard for everything that she wants. She doesn't depend me on a lot of things because like what she said earlier in the episode, that I hardly give her things. So everything that she has right now
is a loan that I have to pay.
She has accomplished. It's through her hard work. When she was in college, she works. She juggles 3 or 4 different jobs, babysitting 2 or 3 families, and work at a restaurant, and also work at at Wofford. So she was juggling, and now she's taking her master's. So God's willing, she'll finish it next year, and God's willing, again, she can start finding a real job.
So you gotta end the phrases, I'm thankful for, I'm sorry for, I love you for, or because, whatever preposition you want to use.
Okay. I'm thankful that you're my daughter. I am sorry that I am a very strict mom. I love you because you're the greatest gift that God has given to me.
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day, mga kabanding! We are ending our episode. Pero bago ako alis, huwag kalimutan, happy lang ang buhay at saka forgive and bless para ma-bless tayong lahat and live your life to the fullest. Hug your moms if they are there next to you. Tell them you love them, and even if they're not there, you can still say, tell them that you love them and that you miss them. So, bye for now. Thank you for watching, guys.
Bye.
We love you.
See you soon, Philippines!